Hello, welcome back to Red Rook. It's been a little bit, but who would like to go ahead and give a recap on what the hell happened last time?
Ooh boy, ooh boy.
I
Is
will.
that a me, oh boy, oh boy?
Nick can do it.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna
You have
try
the
to
floor.
remember. Okay, so
Enter your mind palace.
if I remember correctly, we exited. We exited the cave with the plant monster
Mm-hmm. Yep.
because we exited the cave,
Mm-hmm.
and this time around, as we traveled, we were able to proceed further ahead without backtracking on ourselves.
Very good. Very good.
And then we were getting close to the gate.
Mm-hmm.
And as we were getting close to the gate, oh wait, did I back up 2 episodes with that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. It's been a while.
Okay.
The-
No, 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 no,
Who would
no,
like?
no, no. Hang on.
Hmm?
I don't
I forget
remember,
where
but
we
I still
ended.
want to
Sorry.
try.
No, no. What I mean is, I forgot that's. I forgot I took 2 episodes to get to where we did. While we were heading towards the gate, Rock showed up, brought a bunch of demons with him, and we fought while running towards the gate. Got a little help from the warriors that were there, and
Little, he says.
well, okay, a lot. And a giant gate and then a giant force field came up after the head warrior or whatever, head of the group, decided to do some blood sacrificial ritual at a well to cause a anti-demon barrier to show up.
My camel was brutally murdered.
Oh no, it's still alive.
Oh, it just finally become the amalgamation.
It's actually a dread camel.
Yeah, which was absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
And nearly dying was terrifying, I would say.
Dread camel scrocs.
As the guy who like netted himself and had to go invis to save my life, I agree. Almost dying is scary.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
To be fair, that camel didn't get to do nearly as much damage because it was stuck, not being able to do much of anything.
Yeah, we did a lot of buffing. We did a lot of debuffing just to escape.
There was quite a lot of CC thrown at the camels and also the goat demons, the leaping goat demons. I believe there was a wind tunnel involved
Yes,
that was proving to be very effective at holding them off.
yes, there was.
So yeah, give yourself a point of inspiration
Thank you.
Give yourself one luminous beat.
and one luminous beat. To summarize, you essentially finally managed to reach the door, and upon reaching the door, turns out the Vrock, aka the Baron, was not quite finished with you yet, and made a visit. And this visit was cut short when the figure that you guys met uh, performed what you interpreted as a wish to effectively activate the door
Yep.
and create a barrier that prevented all the demons.
It cost a gold coin, blood, and praying.
Hmm. And maybe something else, but you guys are now. It's after the battle. You've successfully survived, and it's the time thing disappeared, but I believe it was like near midnight, if I recall.
Yeah, it was in the middle of the night when this
Mhm.
happened.
Yeah, you guys decided to take the mad dash and go for, well, we'll get to the door and then sleep. And here you are at the door.
Oh, NPC loot sheets broke.
NPC loot sheet's broken? Ah, shuggy. Alright, well, there's probably a couple of different mods that are not working like they used to with the update. So after you all settle in, the foreboding darkness to the south is contrasted by the bright, soothing glow of the barrier on the door. It looks like the men have set up a campfire and lit a fire, and they don't look like they're going anywhere tonight. And one of them beckons you over to the fire.
I'll happily drag myself over.
Less drag and more walk over.
Hey, I went down and I was.
I know. I'm
Oh,
aware.
technically, you had a full minute of healing in Raleigh.
Oh,
So you should be at
yeah.
full.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So
Because that heal over time.
Put on my health.
Yeah.
the winds of magic.
Well,
Chaos.
Look at you.
You actually hit something. As you all kind of settle in around the campfire, the figure.
Wait. I
Hmm?
apologize. Quick question.
Yeah.
Does anybody look significantly injured?
I look perfectly fine.
Make a perception or medicine check.
Well, I am equally terrible at both of those, so.
Hey, dice are rolling.
Then it'd be a really good check.
You're you're not really sure. You don't.
They look fine.
You're fairly certain everyone's just fine. No one really got hit, right?
Nah, no.
Okay, then I touch myself.
Oh my. Ooh.
Yeah, no.
Ooh.
I did
It's
a
a touch
medicine.
range. It's a touch range spell.
Mm-hmm.
I did a medicine check. How's everyone looking?
Well, you appear to be the worst off. In your current condition, Shalim would be worst off. Then again, he's never been too great since you met him, since he's got that bum leg.
Does it look like we're about to like rest for the night? Probably, most likely.
Well, it's midnight.
Okay.
I
So,
don't know. Does it look?
I don't know. I figured we're all sitting around a fire. I mean, I was more asking, what does the general vibe of the others that are not our party look? Do they look suspicious? Do they look like they're
Roll insight.
okay?
Can we all roll insight?
Yeah, if you so desire. I'm amazed.
Wow, a 0.
Look, I have a -2. I probably shouldn't make any rolls that involve wisdom.
I'll take the roll on the left.
And yet here you are.
So, give me a moment because I wasn't really prepared for any rolls below 1.
It's
why not?
technically not a critical
technically
failure.
not
I
a
didn't
critical
roll
fail.
a 1.
It's still definitely a failure. So
Just busy
just bear with
touching
me.
yourself.
Yeah, no, it's.
So your immediate interpretation of the situation is that perhaps you misunderstood, and in healing yourself, they seem upset. You feel their eyes upon you as if like, how dare you heal yourself without like checking to see if we're okay.
And what do I see? The complete opposite.
They are cautiously optimistic with you. The biggest sign that you saw that kind of solidified that, you know what, maybe they're okay with us is the fact that one of the guards has brought out a barrel, and
Did he roll it out?
he rolled it over to next to the campfire, and the fact that they've waved you over to the campfire means that there's some sort of camaraderie here at the very least.
Ooh,
Okay.
boy.
Then, as we're coming over, I would like to use my last spell slot to do a cure wounds on Naswada.
Okay.
So, 8 HP, hun.
Thank you. And then you said Shalim with the second worst
Yeah, Shalim's not doing too hot.
spell to do the same. I'll cure wounds
Okay.
on him. Let me find it. Where the hell? Oh no! Wait, right. I don't have cure wounds prepared.
Oh, all right.
No, because that was the good berries.
Does anyone have any good berries left?
I don't remember the last time we got good berries.
You don't
Was it
remember
today?
the berries?
Well, because it's per day, right? I don't
They
know
last
if.
for 24 hours.
Yeah. Did you cast in the last 24 hours?
I ate my good berry.
No, they probably haven't. They probably faded by now,
Okay.
or they might fade by morning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, if they fade by morning, if anybody has any more, they can probably eat those.
Okay, so basically they're inviting us over for a drink.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, the barrel is rolled over and is tapped, and a few cups are poured of what looks like wine, and the apparent leader of this group motions for the cups of wine to be passed, and he says, "Anyone who has been fleeing from demons is clearly has cause for celebration on this night."
Thank you very much.
And a cup of wine has been passed over to everyone. And he says, "Would you terribly mind if I asked what your business out here is?"
Well, some of us here, we have a contract to explore to past the flats.
That is extraordinarily dangerous. I hope you are being well paid. How rude of me. I am Viam Shaital. I am the speaker of the great genie Al
Can I do
Abyad
a
the White.
Can I do a history check,
Yeah.
or is this a
Make
religion?
Agility check.
Yeah, history or nobility.
Is there an
I was
ability?
gonna say, aren't these guys at odds with Art's family anyway? Like, based on what I saw in the cart.
Yes, that's
Oof.
likely.
Oof.
I guess
So,
no one else. knows
nobility
what I
or
saw in the
history?
cart.
Yeah, no one else saw that they're House Gamma.
Now, Hoskam is the third house that we've had no interactions with, right?
No, House Gamma was the one with the dead guy, or the dead guy in the first mission.
The dead woman in the first mission. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. The
They're
one
the heir.
entry I actually made in my journal was that, she was running against my mother for a political office, and then we found her dead.
As you do.
So, has everyone rolled nobility or history that wants to?
I rolled religion for more of the genie aspect, but
So it's not uncommon for someone to, because genies have the literal comparable power of a god. At least some can achieve that amount of power. it's not uncommon for cults to form around a genie. And basically, there becomes a caste or an organization that's capable of channeling the genie's will and divinity through them, much like they would a god. So they're often called wish casters, in which instead of instead of pulling their magic from their belief in a god, they pull their magic and their belief in a genie. This one would be speaker is a very high rank for that, for a wish caster, and the jinn or genie that they mentioned, Al Abiyad the White, is one of the house genies of House Gamma. So that's very high up there.
I'm just gonna pipe up and just say House Gamma, yes.
That would be correct, yes. We were tasked with bringing celebratory wine and spices to gift to whoever the elected new vizier was.
Oh.
I have already heard the news. You'll find that out here in the desert, due to the dangers, such squabbles in blood are far away. You can rest easy in my presence.
No, it's not that.
Okay.
You
Side.
I-
Sorry.
sorry,
the
I'm
fire.
trying. Sorry, this is
Oh
Nick
my
speaking.
God.
I am trying to figure out words in my head. Sorry,
Then don't talk
You
while
should figure
doing
them out
it.
in your head then.
Okay, the thing I'm circling with my cursor, is
Yeah.
that like just a torch, or is that another mini like brazier or something?
That is a tiny lamp that has been burning the entire time. The flame in it appears to be magical,
Ooh,
of nature.
magic nature.
Okay.
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 And he says was unfortunate what happened to both of the known candidates of House Gamma and of House Faushim. Have you heard the news of the third candidate?
Something happened to a third.
Third.
No, it's more the fact that there was even a third candidate in the running.
Ooh.
You're not an owl.
Speaker
I take offense to that.
Lakash of House Ditili? I believe I'm pronouncing that right. And he looks at one of his guards and they nod.
Mm.
I have not heard of this house.
Me neither.
Tom, refresh my memory. Isn't that the how?
Neither
Wasn't it
have
like
I.
that wasn't the third main house, right?
The third main house was not House Ditili. The third main house, from your knowledge, is House Ajar, and that's the Earth House. They usually keep to themselves vizier elections. You can roll knowledge and ability to try to figure out who the hell this House Ditili is. There
You
are a
mean
number of minor houses, but
History.
or history. History would work too.
What would be nobility? Is there a
There
thing
isn't a
in here for
nobility.
that?
There
Is there?
isn't. There
There
No,
is
there
not.
isn't.
Okay,
So history.
that's more
My
Pathfinder.
Yeah, that was
infection.
my Pathfinder coming through.
Can I
My bad.
apply
Maybe if you
the
have cancer.
the
Oh,
history
God
that I
damn
had
it.
from before for that, or do I have to roll another one?
I have not rolled above a fucking 4 on the die.
I would say you can roll again if you want.
Oh,
Since
I
this
was
is
just saying,
technically
can
a
I?
different topic.
Yeah.
But no, I was saying, can I use the same one, or do I have to roll? Because mine's
Yes,
pretty
you
good.
can.
Okay.
You can. You can use the same one.
Okay.
So Ard and Zaya. House Ditili is a long defunct noble house. Centuries ago, there used to be a house for the water elementals, the water genasi. They have long since abdicated and essentially dissolved the house. No one's heard of them in forever. You recall that the spelling is, I'll go ahead and post it in the
Yeah, I
in
attempted a
Foundry.
spelling of my own in my journal, and I was like, I know this is gonna be right, but it should get me roughly the correct pronunciation.
So it's Dihtili.
Do I know why they went away? Was it because of some scandal, or was it just basically there wasn't anybody left in the family, or
So
why did they?
you rolled a 21.
Yeah.
So Ard, you recall that there had to have been some sort of scandal involved that for an entire house to effectively abdicate and leave the opportunities of becoming a vizier and running the very profitable city of Memnon. Zaya, having been through in one of the lesser of the three greater houses, you've done a little more research into this, and it's more that whatever happened has been wiped from the records. Whatever happened, whatever scandal, if there even was a scandal, there was a very purposeful removal of any knowledge or writings about House Detilly.
At least know how long ago this was?
This would have been about 400 years ago.
Oh, okay. So not in my lifetime. This would have been
No,
way.
not in your life. This is well beyond any of your lifetimes.
There wouldn't be any great sires or great grandparents or anything like that that would know,
No.
because this is way too
In,
far.
in fact, the only reason why you or Ard know about it is because there are a few people who stick in nobility who kind of joined other houses who have the last name Detilly, who will
it's stayed around, but they don't have a
yeah.
position.
It
But
kind
nobody
of
would
sticks
be
around in
mad
the
enough to
blood.
say, "Hey, I'm going to be a vizier," because that would be.
No one would go, I am of House Detilly. They would be like, I am of House Faushim, and my surname, my family name is Detilly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there really isn't any. My character is trying to figure out how someone would even claim to get to the standing of vizier from that family, because I feel like this is a scandal in and of itself.
Well, also the fact that in order to get the position, they definitely played dirty. There's clearly the murder of one of the potential viziers and the framing of that on another one. While it's kind of assumed that the houses will backstab and pull strings
it's
to do something
literal
so
backstabbing normally.
Yeah, to do something so blatant is considered a faux pas.
And especially not from someone right out of left field.
Yes. They would have to do something ridiculous and over the top like this in order to get the position. And most of the minor houses have kind of been cowed into not running at all. So basically this would be like someone running third party, or someone writing, like convincing a bunch of people to write in their name and winning by default. Because there aren't any other candidates all of a sudden. So this was clearly something going on.
I would like to say to the guard, be like, so, House Gamma, I'm glad that we were able to get support from your house as we helped with the young miss getting back to her family.
It was you! Ah, yes, I heard that someone of the... I can't believe I just didn't notice it until now. You are of Red Rook, correct?
Yes.
Ah, that is a very reputable mercenary company. I'm glad to have met you.
My family would not have wanted me to join them otherwise.
Ah, yes, you. Clearly,
Who are you again?
you are
The guy
House
missed bucket.
Pausham, correct?
Am. It was
Yes.
my mother who was supposed to be in the running, but who was framed for the murder of the Gama noble.
Ah, most unfortunate. Well, perhaps fate has put our houses in a very interesting, strange bedfellow situation, not only at home but out here.
Oh, where are our manners? We.
Is that a proposition?
Excuse me?
I apologize. I think I
We're-
must have been mistaken.
We are not with him.
No, he's just.
We purposely teach him wrong as a
Yeah.
joke.
Now, I have introduced myself.
Sorry.
I
Oh,
have
my
been
manners.
able to glean some information visually, but please
name-
go ahead.
My name is Naswada Dune.
Of,
I'm originally from these deserts before heading to the city.
of what tribe of the nomads do you hail from?
Tom, this is Nick. I sent you. I think I
This is
sent you the
Nick.
name before. Sorry.
Tom,
sorry.
this is Nick.
hang on.
I don't know my
Did you
character.
put it in the biography part of your character?
Oh,
I'm trying to.
whoa.
I thought I did. Hang on.
Let me see if it's pinned.
Like, I put my stuff in my backstory section of biography.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Let's see. You mentioned your tribe. You
Tribe,
mentioned your
tribe.
tribe once again.
Tribe.
Oh, here we go. The
The Nefarians.
Nafieri tribe? Guy Fieri tribe?
Gesundheit.
Hold on.
Could you send it back to me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just realized I didn't have that in the backstory. I just
Here
had
you go.
tribe.
Here you go, bud. There you
Wow.
go. However the hell you intend to pronounce it.
The Nefiri tribe, yes.
Nafieri tribe. Okay. Continue with your roleplay.
I am sorry. I was going through the backstory. I was like, oh shit, I didn't actually put it in the backstory for my character on here.
Oh my god.
Roll sleep to put him out of his awkward misery.
Anyway, I'm from the Nefiri tribe.
Ah, I have heard of them out here. I have heard rumors they are in hiding. Have you heard anything of that?
Tom, would I have heard something about that?
No, you have not. You would have not.
No.
This
it's
is news to you. This is as a GM. This is news to you.
No, I haven't heard from that. We haven't gotten. There are a few of my tribesmen in the city. None of us have heard of this.
They were at Fate's Respite a week ago when the Alps attacked. It was very unfortunate. Some of them lost their lives and they fled into the desert.
Do you know which way?
I'm afraid we had to make arrangements for leaving with haste
They-
as well.
Yes,
No,
they
it's okay. It's
They went
understandable.
left.
They went left.
So, Tom, would I just know offhand the Alps were not more of a raid than anything?
Alps, make a wisdom check
What,
or nature.
Hmm.
Alps were mentioned at the fort.
Oh,
They're dream eaters. A couple of the little things that you remember is that they would attack people in the desert. They come from the plane of dreams, and people often carry glass on them to ward them off. They're a
Thank-
known threat in the desert.
Yeah. Thank you for telling me that.
Mhm.
Everyone else?
Yes, please.
I'm just
He
like
raises his mug. I would love to know whose company I keep.
Zaya.
Yeah, my name is Zaya Felgrave. My family has been protecting House Hajar for as long as I can remember.
Hmm.
And I joined Red Rook to be of service to them through House Hajar as like a
Wait,
Tom, what's the word
I
for it?
think
Is it
I know
mediator
you.
or something? Yeah.
Sorry, what?
What's the word for like so would it be representative?
A liaison.
Liaison. Yeah, okay.
Ah, yes, I think I know you. You are one of the palace guards. I thought you were a bit taller.
The uniform can make us look a little bit taller.
uniform adds 10 pounds.
It's the lines, everything looks a little bit more
Is that
vertical
your
and
Right.
straight.
sister?
Wait,
Did
are
you dye your hair?
Yes, I did.
Wait.
My
I thought your sister was a
impersonating your
palace
sister
guard.
right now?
no, I used to be one, and then they moved me to Red Rook.
What?
I used to be a
Oh,
palace
my
guard,
apologies.
and then
I have mistaken you for someone else. My sincere apologies.
yeah, I sometimes get mistaken for my sister. But I used to be a palace guard, so I do know them as well. I have connections there as well.
I see.
Hello,
And
I am Inrali Starseeker. I help my family run a shop. We sell spices in town.
that sounds like a
Recently.
good business to have in Memnon.
Only recently joined Redrook for money reasons.
Ah, a true mercenary. I
Indeed.
can respect that.
So, with a bow and in broken common, Dreadhawk introduces himself and just says that he's a mercenary of Red Rook.
I see. And are you a wizard by chance?
Yes.
I see. Very interesting. I noticed that you were casting some very powerful, evocative spells back there. What school of magic have you decided to follow?
War.
Ah, well, there's always plenty.
Weak wizard is dead.
Very true. And are you, a noble fire genasi?
Yes, as said, I'm Art from the Fausham House. I am currently undertaking my trial to earn my place within the family. And
Trial
if,
by fire.
yes, very much so.
Mm.
And if it is not obvious, and I reach up to pet Theron's head as Theron leans his head over my shoulder while I'm sitting. I am an artificer, and Theron here is my finest creation.
Oh! I was waiting for the silver dragon to introduce itself next. That is a creature you created?
Yes, indeed. All clockworks and gears and magic.
Fascinating.
There's magic inside.
Well, I don't believe we'll be making much traveling tonight. I surely do not intend to travel into the Devil's Canyon after just having pissed off the Baron. And you look a little worn for wear, if I do say so.
He's been haggering us for the last few days.
Ah, I am amazed you have been able to evade him for so long.
Well, more if he kept sending the goats and imps and other things for a while, and then I guess he just decided it was enough.
He does seem
I
to like
see.
to play with his food.
Yes, yes. Well, I invite you to camp here with us for the night, and I also would implore that you perform the traditional rituals of wish casting here at the Wishing Well. The power that you see before you, and he points at the door, the barrier that has been formed for miles around. That power is from people like yourself, making wishes.
Ooh.
Wishful thinking, if you will. So
Alright.
please, do not forget to make your wish before leaving here.
Okay.
Ooh, I got a good one.
Before we turn in, our other semi-companion here, Shalim, right? Like he's like right next to me, right?
Yeah.
Shalim, we rescued him on our way out here. He's not originally one of us. He was heading.
Yes, I was heading towards Memnon. Are you going north? Yes, we were planning on heading to the city. We'd be more than happy to take you in.
Bye,
Wonderful.
Shalim.
We appreciate that. I do not think he would do well in the desert, in his current state.
No.
No, he would not. Although the fact that he is here with us now is a testament to his enduring spirit.
Indeed.
Huzzah.
Every leg gets better, Shalim.
Now, I don't believe that this new House Detilli, since they are not expecting this generous gift of wine, will be counting how many barrels they'll be receiving. So, I believe this is cause for an extended celebration.
Ooh.
Take what you will.
Thank you.
Can I sense how strong this wine is from a sip?
Yeah, go and, let me think.
Nature.
I want to say insight, or, investigation.
Investigation? Okay.
Yeah.
Eh.
You're more of a beer kind of gal. This doesn't really... You don't really drink much, Dreadhawk. This tastes strong because you haven't had wine in a while.
You said insight, right? Or investigation,
Yeah.
sorry.
Or investigation.
I mean, having
I've
a
clicked all
beacon.
the wrong buttons.
Even with being a beer drinker, does this taste stronger than a regular beer?
My
yes.
insight was so good.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, having
Hit all three eyes. What the?
having
He does it all the eyes.
Just glaring at them.
having a beak, it's very hard to like drink.
Oh, right. Yep.
My
You need a
investigation-
straw.
Spill it
I
on the
critical
floor.
failed the
straws
investigation.
Don't work. I can't like.
So,
I don't
let me
have
think.
movable lip parts to make a straw work. I just have to open my mouth and pour it in and hope it goes in.
Gulp.
And I.
That's a good
got
question.
15.
Do birds have taste buds?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait.
You
depends
just
on the
shot
bird.
glass it every single time. Just shoot it back every single time
It's
you take
all
a drink.
just shots. It's
Yep.
Strox. Strox is also smaller than most people, right?
What? No, I'm size medium.
Well, no, I mean, like, aren't they, like, their height is usually pretty low?
Yeah, I'm short.
Yeah.
I'm older than everybody here.
True. So, let me think. In Raleigh, so... How could I...
Remember that drink you had in the fucking market?
You take a sip, and you can tell that this is exceptionally good wine. If someone asked you why is it good wine, you could not tell them. You could not identify a single note or tone of this wine. You fancy yourself of something of an amateur connoisseur. But here in the desert, in the middle of nowhere, sipping this wine, it just tastes good. And you're at peace with that assumption, not knowing what tannins it had or what region it's from or what kind of tones there are. All that matters to you now is that it's good wine. And if anyone says otherwise, you're going to kick their ass. And you glare at the cup.
Was he
So
gonna
I got a
he's gonna
15. What do I see? What do I?
You see wine, of course.
A 15. Okay, so you note that this is wine from all the way from Calim, which is the rival city to Memnon. Hundreds, if not 1,000 miles away.
Whoa.
Meaning that this caravan was prepared weeks, maybe months in advance of the election to bring back this wine and spices. Because most of the houses are so up their own ass and assure of themselves that they're going to win the election, this wine and these spices were designated for House Gamma to enjoy. So the fact that it's being gifted to whoever wins the election, that's why they don't give a shit about how much of the wine ends up in the city.
Okay. So yeah, we get to enjoy. And
Well.
could you remind me? We know like you said like the wish thing is this: they go over to the well and they flip a coin in and make a wish, right?
Yes. So
I actually made my way
cashing
over there.
casting or wish casting at the well involves traditionally a coin. Some people will give other offerings, but it's usually presumed to be a coin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love ContraPoints. What a great meme.
Well, I'm going to walk up to the well, take out a gold coin.
Food's here. Hold on.
Well,
Let's take a quick bio break.
5-minute break.
We'll be back in 5 minutes.
And welcome back. We were about to find out what Scrox's wish was.
Yeah. So I take out a coin, and
Uh-huh. A gold coin.
yes, a gold coin, because it's all I have, unless
Mhm.
the well makes change. yeah, there's my wish. I wish the well would make fucking change. No.
Haven't you been getting gold coins for like in lieu of inspiration for like the last like couple of times?
Only got that once.
Okay.
But no, I took out a gold coin, and
Mhm.
there's nothing that says I need to speak this out loud, so
Okay.
I can actually eloquently talk in my head.
True.
Mm-hmm.
And what I essentially wish for is the secrets of the desert, the long forgotten and mysterious that have been buried beneath the sands of time and forgotten to modern history. I wish to uncover them, catalog them, and give them purpose once again. And I flip the coin into the well.
As you flip the coin, you kind of lose your balance a little bit,
Oh no. Bye, guys.
and your your backpack.
Another book. Hey!
It's the Search of the Shifting Shiv,
Yeah.
and it opens up to a one of the pages near the end of the book. Kind of in a someone help me out. What's those sections at the back of the book that just has a bunch of diagrams and shit?
The appendix.
Yeah, the appendix. And you you notice something. Make a knowledge history check.
Oh boy. I haven't rolled like above a 4.
I believe in you.
God damn it!
Shouldn't have
Woof.
believed in you.
Well, I guess you'll just have to keep studying it every night.
Stupid fucking dice are rigged.
After done.
You done? You done using the wish, boy?
Yeah, I'm going to bed. I can't drink. I don't drink. I'm gonna go buy the one other camel that isn't my beloved camel and go to bed.
Okay.
I will head over and
Because it's like 1 in the morning.
let's see, how much coin do I have? I will give up 2 gold coin
Oh my.
Mr. Moneybags over here.
and just make the singular wish of
Cake.
that my tribe is safe and that we didn't incur too many.
Send me a message of that wish.
Why was I not clear? Or
No, he wants to do something with it.
He wants to remember it later.
He wants to remember your exact wording so as to fuck with you. Because that's how wishes go.
oh yeah, no, I know.
You rejoin the rest who have cracked open another cask of wine.
Oh god. No thanks.
Who else would like to make a wish?
I'll go.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation well.
I don't even know what wish to make.
Once,
I wish
that's my vote.
I wish for more wine.
just because I know Nick's typing. Once Neswata actually left, I'll go over there, but I'm gonna put my character there just for you
Okay.
know the sake. So Zaya, in the back of her head, always being the logical person that she is, knowing that some people might be doing gold, but we might need gold later for something later. Oh no, we're gonna be in the desert for a while and there's no shops here. I'm gonna use a gold. And I'm going to wish that I will be able to return to my family's side at some point in a good favor to be able to heed the call that they also are doing now with House Ajar.
When you say
And
heed the call, the coin kind of slips out of your fingers and rolls over to the edge of the well.
Oh,
do I know that as bad juju? Because it didn't go in the well.
I
Well,
thought you were logical.
Like, is it soiled?
that's
Should I
it's
swap
like
it for another gold coin and then toss the
it's just
not
on the
soiled one?
sand next to the well. You can still pick it up and put it in the well.
Okay. I pick it up just because Zaya feels like it. She's going to kiss the gold coin before finally putting it into the well, with that wish still in my head.
So full of sand.
I wiped off the sand before kissing it.
Crunchy.
Crunch.
It's not like I'm eating it.
Mm.
If there was any sand on my lips, I wipe it off. But I kissed the
metal
gold
bends
coin
it.
before putting it in there, kind of like a kiss to my family, saying that I care about them.
Now, Keith.
So you
And-
hold the coin aloft over the well, and you let go,
Mhm.
and you see it fall in and go into the darkness.
Mhm.
And then you see a shining light somewhere in the bottom of the well, like you can still see the coin. And the light's
Like-
getting a little brighter.
Ooh.
Oh.
Do you investigate further?
I go down.
Yeah, I want to know, is it getting brighter because it's getting closer, or is it getting brighter because it's getting actually brighter?
You're not sure.
What can I do? I roll investigation to be able to get more information for this.
As you get closer to the well,
Mhm.
it pulls you in.
Goodbye.
Oh, not again!
Bye.
Not again!
And
Serious?
you go tumbling down into the well. And you fall for what feels like minutes.
Do we just notice this?
Then you
Like-
wake up,
I screamed when I fell.
Yeah.
I did say that beforehand. So
before
Ah,
you know
shit!
it. That's a 20, dude, not a 1.
is this
No,
some
no,
Alice
just
in
the
Wonderland
character-
shit? Like, am I just continuously seeing stone as I'm falling, like
So
from the well?
you're seeing stone, and you see what looks like pipes, like other holes and openings flashing by you. And you see the glint of gold coins, and you see other offerings, little golden lamps, silver, little rubies, occasionally little pouches of spice, casks, or water, or jugs of wine. Things are falling, and the well just keeps getting wider and wider.
Before you know it, you're in Okinawa, Japan.
My
Sorry, I'm
My-
gonna rush over here and be like, Zaya!
As you rush over, Vyam raises his hand and he goes, "Is it normal for her to fall into wells?"
unfortunately,
You know,
This would
I-
be the second time in the last couple days.
I pipe up from laying down. Fallen River, too!
that's right.
It seems as though that could be fate.
You're dirty. Take a bath.
If she fell down into the wishing well, one could only presume that it is either a blessing or a curse. Either way, it could be something she deserves. Best to
As
just
they're
wait.
having this conversation and I'm falling down, my mind is racing through my wish, and I realize I said that I wanted to be returned to my family. I didn't ever phrase it as being alive, and that my brain's thinking I'm gonna die and be returned to my family in a casket to be a spirit helping, or basically helping with the House of Jar, not
So-
actually alive. And I'm like completely just like, well, fuck.
There's the whooshing sound is getting louder and louder and louder, and you see something moving close to you, approaching. It appears to be the ground.
The well.
Roll dexterity.
Inwardly
appears
raises her
to be-
glass in toast to, well, it's fate. Maybe she deserves it. And just
Well,
continues to
it's
drink.
fate.
And the well interjects a thought into your mind. Your sister wouldn't have fallen in.
Ouch. No, I fell off of the bridge. No, I jumped it through
You
off
jumped.
the bridge. Never mind, I jumped. That was not a
Twice.
fall.
So,
yes.
disclaimer, you're not all actually here. You're only here so you can see.
Okay. Is it this? I mean, it doesn't really matter.
I
if
need a
it's a saving
dexterity
throw.
save
Yeah,
from Zaya.
there you go. I did the check, but it's the
Okay.
same. It's the same addition. It's 0.
We're on the door. We can't.
Yeah, I'm
see
sorry, we're
shit.
still on the
One
door.
moment. One moment.
I also don't see anything.
Holding. Apologies.
Oh no.
Hey, look.
That's a lot of damage.
I rolled an
Zaya, you
18.
take 28 bludgeoning damage as you hit
I still have my
the
stone's
wet,
endurance. I'm gonna
murky
use
ground.
that. Okay.
All
I still
right,
have my
go ahead
stone's
and roll.
endurance.
As it loads everyone into the next.
So that's
Area,
18, not
hopefully?
28. So that will be.
I'm here.
Is it not load everyone into the next?
I'm-
area?
It's saying loading. It's at 96% for me.
Yep, same. Just give it a minute. It'll go.
Oh no, I don't like that title though.
It's because you've got this giant fuck off map with only a teeny little piece.
It's not that big. The last map we were on is bigger than this.
Also, remember.
I'm gonna say everyone should probably reload their
I mean,
boundary.
I mean, I'm.
Oh,
loading.
no, here we go.
All right,
Just move.
Dixie, you only take 18 bludgeoning damage.
I also
Mhm.
suggest you start archiving unused battle maps because that does
It does.
contribute to lag.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it's got to download all of that.
Oh, well, good to know. So you land. We
Mhm.
need some music. Where did the music go? Somebody give me some spooky you just fell down the wishing well music.
Spooky.
And now there's a giant thing.
This is vibes. Just a little bit.
I don't know what you're talking about. Standing before you is a mountainous mass of molten rock. It looks down upon you, and it wonders. It kind of cocks its head a little bit. I'm gonna wait for the music to kick in.
Trying to pick.
And then it never kicked in.
Ooh. I like this one. Okay. Blop.
Perfect. So you finally land, and you see this towering above you.
Jesus.
He's a
Smoky.
big boy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he cocks his head to the side a little bit, and he goes, "Ah, mine eyes deceive me. You are not of stone, but merely appear to be. Who donated you, I wonder?"
I wasn't donated. I fell. It seems to be a trend with me lately.
Oh, only children fall into wells like these, though they usually do not survive the fall. I am the crucible of the wells, all precious offerings to the gods and genies alike are melted and consecrated through my divine inflagration. But
Should get that looked at.
the foolish surface dwellers always seem to mistake so many things when it comes to what to send the gods. No bone, No wood, no spice nor wine. The gilded ones only desire the fruit of the earth itself, not its disgusting parasites. And you look around you and you realize, other than the pile of gold and treasure that he's standing on, everything around you is the liquid that you're standing in consists of centuries of rotten and decaying organic offerings.
Ooh.
Spices, wines, and yes, occasionally children and animals, goats. You see bones and wood, various fruits and vegetables, meats, all rotting away. Ah, what to do with you? How did you end up down here?
I tried to make a wish to be with my family and serve the same goal that they've been serving for the past many generations.
You know you're supposed to just put the coin in here, right?
Yeah,
You're not supposed to come with it.
I tripped.
Ah,
I'm not the most graceful of creatures.
I see. Ah, well, I suppose you could help me clean up around here? I cannot digest any of this foul, putrid organics. Maybe I could send you back up and with something. Hmm. And he starts looking around, but roll insight.
Okay. I have to re-get my character sheet because I ended up reloading. Insight. Ooh.
Something tells you he doesn't know what the hell he's looking for, and maybe this is the first human he's seen ever.
Aside from the ones that fell and died.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. What are these spikes around the edge? Are those
Bones.
Those are bones.
You can roll to look around and see if you can find something of value.
Yeah, let me try.
Note, you
and
probably can't
investigate.
pull from the pile of treasure that he's currently sitting on top of.
No, I mean, he said
Ooh.
anything but that, so.
So you look around, and in the corner, you see what looks like kind of this disc of woven bone and wood. It almost looks like a shield. The exterior of it is scarred with cuts and punctures from various battles, but it remains defiant.
Do I have to use detect magic to be able to see if there's any residual magic on it, or can I do like an arcane check?
So you would need to use detect magic to actually detect magic. Arcane
Okay.
would be to
It
identify
wouldn't
what
be
the hell's
just
going
to.
on once you detect it.
Okay, so it wouldn't be just to say, this is something magical, but I wouldn't be able to know what it is.
I mean, you could roll investigation or arcane knowledge arcane to try to kind of get a feel for it.
Okay. Yeah, let me do arcane.
So as you approach this, do you touch the shield?
I kind of want to know if even if it's just a gut check, I want to know if
This
it
thing's
has bad juju.
this thing is radiating like magic and purpose. As you kind of look at it, the phrase "you'll have to go through me first" comes to mind. Like, this thing looks battle scarred.
That seems like my kind of shield. I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay.
And I want to inspect like the back of it and the front. Like I want to get a closer look at all sides of this thing.
As you pick it up, a black pearl rolls off of it and falls and starts to float away in the muck. It's shiny and it's not really made of precious metal.
The black spot.
Can
Might
I
be-
take that too?
Yeah, absolutely. Add a black pearl to your inventory. But so you're examining the shield?
Yeah, I want to examine it, see, like, you said it was battle worn and everything like that. I'm assuming on all sides, or
Yes. So this thing looks like it's gotten every single type of damage you could think of hit to it. The edges of it are burnt or melted away. There's kind of a leaf pattern of lightning in one of the corners. There's chew marks on one of the sides of it. Several dents in the middle suggest that maybe there were arrows that punctured into it. This thing has seen countless battles.
but it still looks usable.
It still looks solid. It has maintained, despite being made of bone and wood, this thing looks like it could survive the apocalypse.
Okay. I walk over to the gigantic being, and I say, "Would you be okay if I took this up with me?" And I show him the shield.
He kind of puts one of his hands up and he goes, "Ugh! Ugh, yes, please. Get that away from me. It
Gladly.
disgusts me."
Thank you very much for your kindness. How do I get out of here anyway?
I was thinking about that. I could try something.
Eats you.
Toss me.
It is about time for me to send this treasure beneath me to the gods. Maybe that will get you up there?
I'm going to the gods? Or you're going to drop me
well-
off on the way to the gods?
We will see.
Well, I'm game for anything. It's not like I have many choices.
Very well. He scoops you up in his giant hand and holds you straight up into the air.
Nice knowing you.
Am I going to be rocketed? Is this how I die? I get rocketed out.
You hear crackling beneath you. And there are cracks in the stone you as his clawed feet dig into the ground. And there's this whooshing sound as if something is spinning up inside him.
I'm going to hold on for dear life.
And he says, "Don't hold on.
Oh.
You
Okay,
won't
I'm-
want to."
Okay, I won't hold on
He's
for dear
holding you up with an open palm flat. And there's this almost screeching sound as fire emits from several holes in him in his midsection. And all of them scorch the earth and the treasure around him. And you see this fireball slowly starting to build up as all the gold and silver and gems melt under the bright white fire that is building up beneath you. Your ears start to pop and your nose starts to bleed as the pressure in the room changes. And suddenly there's 3 little pops. And you are forced upward back through the tube from a fireball that is launching you at Speeds you're not sure you will survive. I need a constitution check from you.
Okay.
And then Zaya became
Constitution.
the world's first astronaut.
Check or saving
Bye.
throw?
Saving
Cruising
throw.
by. Okay.
Yeah, welcome to the Memnon space program. All
Thank
right,
goodness I did good.
MSP.
you are only going to take half damage from this.
Oh!
That's 10 fire damage as you are rocketed back up the well. And in a scorching, fiery blast, you come falling back out the well. And
Still
there's just
screaming,
this.
by the way.
Oh yeah, they can't hear the screams over the sound of this massive pyroclastic chimney that goes miles into the air emitting from the well. It lights up the entire desert. And
Holy
Vaim Vaim just takes a sip and he goes, "Ah, have received their gift." And he's kind of like wobbly at this point because he's several drinks in.
Yeah.
And
So I'm back on the ground, right?
Zaya, you are flung about 45
there.
feet,
Oh.
and you land heavily onto the desert sand.
Oh.
Everything is scorched. You're smoldering.
I look
And-
like Loki after being beaten by the Hulk. Just completely just like, nope. Staying here, lying down, just completely stunned by everything.
You
Still
alive,
clutching
Zaya?
the shield, by the way.
You had put away the black pearl
Yeah.
safely in your backpack, but in
Mhm.
in all this, you were gripping the shield with a death grip.
Mm-hmm.
And Naswada and Ard, please roll a medicine check.
I mean, I would hope I can tell she's injured, but I don't think my stats are gonna bear that out. Hey,
Hey!
you're
You
ruining.
think she's got a
joke I
case of
had
the
lined up.
You think she's got a case of the fat hands.
Oh.
Naswada, you take a look and you notice that something's very wrong with Zaya's left arm. The entire thing has become a massive, almost shovel head looking shaped combination of bone, flesh, and wood.
Enjoy the new tumor.
I looked out at Zaya and say, I bet you wish and used my healing spell.
Zaya, your entire left arm has taken the shape of that shield. It has melded with your flesh.
So I'm no longer holding the shield, I am the shield.
Your left arm is the shield.
Oh.
Zaya, what the hell did you wish for?
Please add the shield of Actually, I'll add it to your inventory.
Could you
the
also
shield
add
of
the
sacrifice.
Could you also add the pearl? Because I don't know how to add that.
I can do that.
Zaya, what happened?
Please unequip your current shield,
Okay.
as that is not possible.
Yeah, I will. Let me. I wished to return to my family at some point and be able to aid them in the goal of the family that has been passed on for generations, like defending House Ajar at some point. I don't know how that equals whatever is happening here.
Are you sure you didn't wish for a fucked up arm? Because that's what happened.
I didn't
Your
wish
arm
for a
very much
fucked up
looks
arm.
fucked up.
Are you sure you didn't wish for a volcano to come out of the well?
If I wanted to be blown up by a fireball or fall down to like 1 billion feet down to a well and meet a gold demon, then I would have asked for that. I asked for sentimentality with my family, and somehow I got all this fucked up shit. I need a drink, and I'm gonna stumble up, and while they're things, I'm stumbling up, and I'm going to get like a big ass thing of this wine, and I'm just chugging it because this has been a fucked up night. All I want to do is sleep.
You said you met a gold demon?
It's some demon or giant or thing that was guarding all the gold in the
What the
well for the
fuck?
wishes, and he said that he was going to take all that to the gods. I don't know.
She ain't nothing but a
I'm
gold demon.
not entirely certain that. I mean, aside from the fact that I got blown up by a fireball, I wouldn't have believed any of the shit that I've seen in the last. How long has it been? Like 15 minutes.
Zaya, how much did you have to drink before you went to go to the well?
I had not even 1 cup before I went over there. Until I
realize
had
you're such a
this
lightweight.
cup, which I'm going to down right now, I've been almost completely stone cold sober, and I have no answer. But does anybody know how to fix this? And I gesture to my whole entire left side.
No.
And Riley
No,
just
I
kind
have
of
no
glances
idea.
over her shoulder at our other party, basically, and kind of, I don't know, gives a
But-
questioning glance at them.
I
But
also
I'm-
show it to them as well as I'm
I-
flailing about.
Shrock
I
is
pull,
sleeping.
I pull out
I'm
my
sleeping.
dagger, and I look at the dagger, and I look at your arm, and I say,
no.
not until I have my healing spells back.
Well, I guess
The,
all we have to do is rest.
The leader looks over. He's kind of like wobbly, and he looks over at his guard, his very tall bug-like guard, and he starts laughing.
You are no bug.
Do you know what this is that happened to her arm?
Sorry. My companion here just said something that I thought was very funny. He said, "It's so strange. He would love to have a 5th limb, or a 5th arm. Sorry, arm? Yeah, arm. And here you go, bringing your total arm count to 1. It's so strange."
Oh wait, hang on. Is it like her entire arm has turned into
Her
a shield and she
entire
doesn't have a
arm
hand?
She does not have use of her left arm at all.
Isn't-
It is
isn't
now
your-
just a
Unless it is for
mass
shielding.
of.
Wasn't your freaking weapon a 2-hander too?
It's a 1 or 2-hander. I can do
Oh,
either
thank
or.
God.
It just does more
Oh my
damage.
lord.
It does
Hand and a half
it
sword.
does more damage with 2. Oh, what?
The good old hand and a half sword.
Yeah, the half
Sword and
warhammer.
Warden to a new level.
But yeah, no. The whole entire time he's laughing and saying this, like the more and more he says what the other guy said, the more and more I just glare and then look at my cup and glare and then just chug more. I'm just
Get her more wine. Get
Yeah.
on it, and he
Yeah, we
slaps
are.
the back of one of his guys to go.
that's the first
Fetch
helpful
another
thing that's been
barrel.
said since I've gotten back up here.
And now I go, Zaya, as I'm drinking more, Zaya, why don't you just try to make it go back to a normal arm?
Can I look at it and
Maybe
will
you
it to
can
go back?
wishfully think of it, apparently, because this is what you can do.
That's actually kind of a good point. Can I look at it and will it to go back just really, really hard?
Make a wisdom check.
Okay.
Having seen that Zaya seems to be, besides traumatized, okay, and Raleigh is going to slowly make her way toward the well as well. Cautiously make her way toward the well that was a volcano a few minutes ago.
Do you really want to try?
No, you see, Zaya, your mistake was that you didn't try to sweet talk your hand into doing what you want.
You
You
just
should have
want a
used
demon
charisma.
daddy.
True.
As
I
try
should
as
use charisma.
you start frantically waving your arm around. You flex it really hard.
Go.
Veins grow on the mass shield.
Can I actually flex it? Do I have an elbow?
Yeah, no, it's all just one big like scoop of a
Okay.
shield, and if you flex it, veins start to pop up.
So it's part.
Spikes protrude out the front.
It's part my own skin and body,
This
and
is
it's
absolutely your flesh and blood.
Oh.
As disturbing as this is, it is quite interesting. I am not going to lie.
Do I catch Niswada staring at this?
Everybody's staring at
the guard
I have
guard
no clue.
rushes over to hand you a cup of wine. He trips on a small rock, and the cup starts to head towards Ard, and your flesh arm interposes itself in between Ard and the cup.
Wait,
Oh!
it auto does it
Not under your
itself?
control anymore.
I'm about to cry.
Tom, have you been watching Parasite?
No. What's Parasite?
It's
Wait,
an
isn't
anime
that
where an
movie?
alien takes over. It's a anime where an alien takes over a guy's arm.
So it's
his
not.
arm's no longer under his control.
So it's not that movie from Korea.
That might also be called Parasite, but I'm talking about the anime.
Oh, okay. Nope, I have not.
Because it also involves limbs not being under people's control.
Well, the shield arm flexes and twists around, almost dragging Zaya, like spinning her around, as it interposes itself in between the cup and Ard, and you feel the cup hit the outside of your arm.
Ooh, you're gonna like that.
Oh, Saya, I think your wish did come true.
And
now you can protect everybody.
I think Zaya's broken at this point. I think she's gonna walk away and find some place to just hide up, and she is going to silently cry to herself away from everybody else at this point.
Before you start to walk away, I'm poking your arm a little. I don't try to stop you from leaving, but I definitely poke your arm a little as you're starting to pull it away from
You can feel him poking your arm. There is sensation in the arm.
I understand. Zaya's spirit is broken, and
Vaim is furious, and he's yelling at this guard, saying, "I told you to give her some wine, not throw it at her."
I'm gonna go. I'm assuming that this is safe and in the dark. That's where I'm going. I'm not.
I can't wait for it to like rain and watch your arm spaz the fuck out, trying to block every raindrop from hitting us.
Just turn into an umbrella.
Activate the umbrella.
All right, in Raleigh, you have the floor, the stage.
Dear big
Be careful what
demon
you
daddy,
wish for.
your mommy is coming.
And Raleigh carefully and slowly and cautiously makes her way up to the well, and
That's not the Raleigh style.
kind of tries to inspect it.
Roll knowledge arcane. Knowledges don't exist. Roll arcane.
Hey!
No,
Thing
this
goes
And
a
we're
on.
all
well.
rolling shit.
It's made of stone.
He's
There's
a-
a hand here.
he's
Oh
a
fuck! Is that a
magic-
candle?
It's a magic well. Lieutenant Dan got magic legs.
At the very least, you are aware that the lamp here appears to be giving off a magical flame. Since you are so familiar with magical flames, I will give you that.
Thank you.
You suspect that this flame is ever burning.
Got it. Raleigh would like to peek like over the edge of the well, but not too like. I don't want to risk falling in, but I want to look down.
Right.
Balance check incoming.
Roll perception.
Push her in, Art.
Theron comes out of
I'm
nowhere.
not cruel. I don't
Aaron.
always think through my actions, but I'm not cruel.
It's dark. The well seems to go on forever. It's also dark out, and
Right.
the lamp is at the base of the well, so it's not illuminating any of it.
Mhm.
But with your dark vision, you can see approximately 60 feet in.
Zaya Zaya, lol. Raleigh puts down the deck of cards on the edge of the well and pulls out a gold coin, tosses it in, and wishes for clarity on the origins of the cards and what they mean for her destiny.
You hear a voice in your head. It's very loud, and it seems to be coming from an old, very angry, upset woman, saying, "Is this what you're doing right now? Is this why you've been taking so long?" And you see the cards are vibrating on the edge of the well. From the sheer power of the voice. You've been sitting in that city for years, just minding and researching, and now you're asking for clarity.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oof.
I am the owner of this deck, and you will be bringing it to me shortly.
Wonderful.
You're
Where are
so
you? I've
close
been trying
by.
to find you.
I'm in the next town over. The only town around here. Your current destination. Hurry it up. You've been meandering and wasting time out in the desert for the last, 7 days. My bones are aching from sitting here waiting for your ass.
I'm sorry, if you knew I was coming, why didn't you just contact me sooner? If you knew where I was this entire time...
You're really going to make an old lady walk all the way over there across the desert? How dare you? I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Click.
Click.
Roll roll a charisma save.
Cry in your cornflakes.
Crying my cornflakes.
A disconnection tone on the other
Oof.
side of the line now.
Save me charisma score.
You are deafened for the next hour.
Wonderful.
What?
You just got a howler.
Basically. And Riley comes back, gets some wine, and just sits down and tries not to pay attention to anyone.
I'm glad.
Shalim says something. You're not really sure what. And he puts his hand on your shoulder. It surprises you because you didn't hear him say anything.
I startledly look at him.
He seems surprised.
And jump a little bit.
He asks again. The rest of you can tell he asked, "Are you okay?"
And Raleigh just kind of looks at him and says, "What?"
Mom.
Ma.
Like he can't hear anything, or it's
Nothing. I'm deaf. That's
He's
how
just
deaf
there's a
works.
ringing in his ear, or her ear.
what's with you
One of the
people
guards
making
brings you
bad
another-
wishes?
I
One of
can't
the
hear
guards
you.
brings you another cup of wine.
Thank you.
Viam gets on his knees in front of you and he says something. The rest of you hear that he says, "It's always a trial to come to destiny with our dream, or come to terms with our dreams and wishes.
Is he proposing?
But it's important for us to go through that." And he has no clue that you can't hear a word he's saying. I'm glad that you have decided to be brave enough to face that head on.
Just kind of looking
As
at him,
I am
like,
with all
with
of
a
you.
blank stare.
You need more.
Like, as he's talking, I'm trying to like be like, no, I can't hear you. No, stop. I can't.
He just keeps talking. Yeah, he just like he's kind of drunk, so he's just like he wants to get this out.
Mhm.
And like every time you try to interrupt him, and you're kind of being loud because you can't hear what you're saying, so you're like, no, wait, and he just like, shh. No, I understand. It's hard. It's a trial.
After I don't know, maybe 20 minutes of this, Cinderella finishes her wine and goes to sleep.
Now the question is Art gonna try to gamble?
Look, I've been thinking. I don't know what I'd wish for. That's my problem.
What would
A
Ard
second
wish
Theron.
for? Not what would you wish for. What would Ard wish for?
Well, yes, I have been trying to think of that. I see you moving, Theron.
Theron throws a gold coin in the well.
He throws a soda can in the water.
He just ejects a
Look,
soda
come
can.
Theron ejects a soda can into the well.
I wish for sentience.
I wish.
Now I am free.
I wish.
No, but you
I
see,
wish for.
he can't throw a coin and wish for sentience because it requires sentience to have that thought and
I
take that
know.
independent action to ask for sentience.
I wish for 2 liters. I'm sure he wishes for tank treads so he can be like Jamie Heineman's soda machine.
I wish I was all terrain.
All-terrain Theron.
I mean, I guess I already put my wish in shitposting.
Yeah, but your wish in shitposting is a shitpost, so you'll have to come up with something better.
That's you fuck right off, okay?
No.
Ooh.
And then there was one.
You have to encounter what your character actually wants in this world.
Ooh.
I know, and I've had an idea in my head for it. It's just not a thing that I think leads to more gameplay, so I've been like, do I want to go with that?
Oh, that's fine.
Mike, you're muted.
I think he's
Yeah, he's talking to Amanda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I take out my single Electrum coin.
Ooh.
Where the fuck else am I gonna use this thing? And look, it's special. There's less of them. That makes it more valuable, right?
Sure. In the eyes of the gods.
Yeah. Yeah. Art wishes to not be a disappointment to his family. Flips the coin in.
Nothing appears to happen initially, which is probably a good thing. You think to yourself. You hear the coin kind of tink around as it falls deeper and deeper into the pit. And as the echoes fade, you're left with a silence. And you're not sure if you should interpret that as how to interpret that. If something happened and you're just not currently aware of it, or if nothing happened. I suppose that's what wish well really comes down to.
Yep. And Art walks back to the fire.
Salim wanders over.
Wish for new leg.
You see him pull out a coin. It is not gold, and it's not quite silver.
Oh, wow.
It's certainly not electrum,
Hmm.
and you're fairly certain it's not copper.
Fucking guy's throwing platinum in the well.
He puts the coin in, and you look back at the fire and back at Shalim, and he's no longer there.
Ah!
Did he fall in the well too?
Bye.
You wish to go home?
Okay, either I have drunk too much or Shalim just vanished.
One of the most powerful wishes is to simply be home.
Yeah, you
And
know
he
what?
was
Probably.
able to pony up the price for the gods
Yeah, no
to
kidding.
assure that. I suggest we all get some rest. It sounds like you have quite the journey for you tomorrow. He stretches. And as do I. We have to get the rest of this wine drunk and have enough of it drunk that we can piss on the rest of the spices.
Nice.
You can rest easy. We will keep watch. Or at least my guards will. Well, one of them will. Was there anything else?
Oh, thank you.
Then until we see each other again.
Mm-hmm.
The other guards are going to stay up a little bit, and they're passing some more cups of wine and getting progressively more drunk. You do note that the Thrycreen has not had a full cup of wine, and it continues to stand sentinel, eyes kind of darting back and forth. It seems more than more alert than anyone else here.
Yeah, we'll go turn in for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Zaya already cried herself to sleep.
After an hour of attunement, Zaya, go ahead and add the following resistance to your damage resistance to your sheet. In fact, I will.
Is it the
Non-magical physical.
Oh!
non?
Melee
Shit.
attack that isn't a magic attack.
So that's in addition to what I'm seeing on the description for Shield to Sacrifice.
If you see the thing on the description, then yes, that is also applies.
Oh.
It doesn't stack.
Oh, okay. Well, no, it wouldn't stack. It just gives me another one.
Yeah. There isn't currently a resistance listed for ranged and spell attacks.
You have
So I have
resistance to
ranged
fucking
weapons, spell
everything.
attacks, and melee.
Not resistance to everything. Resistance to things that target AC, essentially. However, you're also noting that the shield doesn't actually improve your armor class whatsoever.
It doesn't. No, I now
Because
have
you
a
just,
permanent 16.
when you get hit, it still hurts you.
Yeah.
Actually, you just gave her a bare totem barbarian to a degree.
And she's also going to be taking whatever hits anyone else takes nearby.
Ah, put her
Yep.
next to in Raleigh all the
I
time.
am now that chick from I put all my points into defense because I don't want to get hurt, but now I actually get hurt. And I
You're
just
going to
do
get
cover
hurt
move
for
all the
everyone.
time. Yep.
You're only going to get hurt.
Do I do I know, or do I have to go
No,
through experience of
you're
how
unaware of
far?
any of these changes. You're aware that this weird thing on your arm blocked a cup once.
Okay.
I'm telling you, the player, this.
No. I'm saying, do I, the player, know how, if there is, or would you be the one telling me later on if there's a range to how much cover I give
You'd have to figure
everybody?
that out,
Okay, that's fine.
probably through trial and error.
That's totally fine. I didn't know if that was something I should be adding on to here.
You also no longer have the ability to use one of your arms.
Yeah,
So
I figured.
keep that in mind.
Yeah. It's how do I add the part that you just told me into the description of the item, or do I have to add that somewhere else?
You're just gonna have to remember that.
Okay.
Yep. So
Let me put that in maybe biography.
how many people have some wine?
I had 2 glasses in total before I
probably
fell
had
asleep.
4.
Yeah, they offer a significant amount of wine. They
not
want to get rid of this.
I'm not a big wine drinker.
Okay. Basically, is anyone abstaining entirely? Other than Scronix.
Nope.
Yeah, I think I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyone that didn't abstain, please roll a Constitution save for the next day after you take your long rest for hangover.
Hell yeah.
Can I long rest now?
Yeah, everyone can long rest.
Yes!
In Raleigh, you're the only one hungover.
You are so pathetic sometimes.
Wow.
Look, I do 3 things good, alright? Just 3.
Die,
Throw Scorching Ray, and
loot.
Eat hot chip, lie.
Loot when you shouldn't, die when you shouldn't, and throw Scorching Ray.
Yeah.
Got it.
Pretty much.
So the next morning finally rolls along.
I feel great.
Yep, you feel great. In Raleigh, your head is pounding from more than one thing.
I want
You
to.
can hear now. Unfortunately, you wish you couldn't hear anymore. You wish you were still deaf.
I want to read my book.
Please do make a knowledge,
I'd like to go back to the well and wish
history,
that I
or
couldn't hear.
investigation check.
Oh. Hey, finally something greater than a 4 on the die.
So with the hints from the well,
Yay.
you investigate the appendix and you notice several irregularities.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing up the overland map, you note that a lot of these ledgers and a lot of these stories, the running theme seems to be that whatever met its fate to lose the shifting shiv did so in a pit of tar.
Oh dear.
And as far as you're aware, due to your other studies of the desert, you note that there's only one location, known location, that has a tar pit.
Oh.
And that is the pitch fields.
Ah, the pitch
to
fields.
the south.
Ooh.
So you note that on the map.
Yes, the pitch field.
And going back to the door. So yeah, you have unlocked another location on the map. You all awaken, some of you a little more comfortable than others. And you note that the caravan is getting ready to head out, and the magic of the barrier is starting to fade a little bit.
Nope. Goodbye.
Come on, gonna move on.
Oh, interesting. When you move characters, it shows the history of your movement now.
Yep.
Yep.
Like the permanent history. Cool.
VM notices all of you stirring, and he says, "We'll be heading north to Memnon." He seems a little hungover.
Good luck with the Baron.
I have no intention of meeting him whatsoever. Do you have any messages for me to send back to the city?
In the middle of when I noticed that he was getting back over there, I was writing a letter to my parents. I'm gonna walk over to him and hand it to him. Basically, it's something along the lines of, "Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I'm relatively safe. I will have great stories to tell you when I get home. Can't wait to see you." I don't mention anything about the shield hand. I'm hoping that I can revert that before.
Which hand was your
Interesting
character's
question.
dominant
Yeah,
hand?
were you right or left-handed before?
I was right-handed, and the left hand's my shield. So,
Boo.
Boo.
yeah.
Been more fun the other way.
Well, as
That's
soon
what
as
he
I
said.
see
He
it-
said my left hand, and
I know.
I already had
as soon
said
as
it
I
was
see I
right.
shout, "Your hand!"
He
What about-
takes the letter and he looks around. Does anyone else have any other messages? I can verbally deliver them.
Doesn't want to take the
I come
letter.
forward and. Oh, crap. Oh, damn. I'm just gonna relay to him to find another one of my tribesmen and relay what he knows what happened to our tribe.
I see. In the city?
Yes, there's a
Memnon?
few that. Yes, there's a few of them. There's another.
Well, if I do meet any of them, I will be sure to tell.
Tom, please remind me. I have no idea where I put the notes for this. I told you like there were others that existed, right?
I know.
Didn't
Yeah.
I say one existed in Red Rook?
Yes.
I'd say there's another member of.
Of course. He puts his hand on your shoulder. I will let them know.
Thank you.
Woohoo!
If there's anything else? No?
Nothing friendly.
Well,
No,
best journeys.
thank you.
Good luck.
Safe travels.
Good luck to you.
He and his
Alright, let's get
caravan
off
move
topic.
north into the Devil's Pass.
Good
And
berry
we-
time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys might want to prepare.
Prepare to prepare.
Prepare to prepare.
Yeah. I get to walk.
Oh yeah.
I guess I would have used my last spell to make a thing of good berries before I fell asleep.
Yay! I eat the good berry.
There, I distribute. Person.
Yay.
Scrox, would you like to share a camel? We can alternate walking and riding, if you like.
Well, the two of you are also probably one of the two lighter individuals in the group.
We're also the two with non-human feet.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, tieflings don't have hooves, do they?
I do have
It
No.
hooves.
depends on the.
Oh god, you have
if the player
hooves.
wants them.
I do, so I'll be hoofing it.
You're gonna be
But,
sinking into the sand.
Zaya realizes something very uncomfortable, which is how is she supposed to put her pants down with only one hand to go pee?
I would like to say tieflings, as pointed out in on Reddit. Somebody said, okay, so they can have either, and the 5e book shows them as wearing boots, which pretty heavily implies normal feet.
Mhm.
Creation rules states that it can be whatever you want. I have hooves, fuck off.
Alright.
That's fine, but declaring that tieflings have hooves was an incorrect declaration.
I have clawed
I never
feet.
said tieflings have hooves. I said some tieflings have hooves, and I do.
Alright.
Anywho,
Moving
Any
on.
whore.
Yeah, I'll hang
Anywho.
on. I share.
Ah.
I share. Any hoove. Wait a minute.
What?
I've got a wonderful idea.
Hmm?
So before I get on the camel, I consult the the book that I essentially took from in Raleigh because she can't read. The Manual of Mischief and Malevolence.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to cast Tensor's Floating Disc as a ritual.
Ooh, so that'll take an hour. Oh, well, how long does rituals take to
It's
cast?
10
10
minutes.
minutes.
Oh,
They're 10 minutes plus however long it takes to normally
Okay.
cast it.
10 minutes plus 1 round. So, 10 minutes. And I point at it, and I point at him, Raleigh, and I say, sit.
And Raleigh sits.
And I get on the camel, and whenever and I move the camel more than 10 feet away, and watch in amusement as she's surprised when the disc starts following like a Roomba.
If this is something that we're consistently gonna have, I want artwork of this
I
thing.
was just gonna say I know what I'm drawing after I finish the commission.
And what? So every hour we're gonna 10 minutes for this to keep going.
He could
I
probably
mean-
still do it while he's on the camel.
Yeah, true.
Oh, I'm sorry. If I move more than 20 feet away, it follows me.
You can absolutely cast a spell while on a camel.
Yep, and it can
This
hold
is the best thing.
and it can hold up to 500 pounds. So
Hey, that might solve the cage thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
well, it can't move across more. It can't move across more than a 10-foot deep pit. So, and it's not smart enough to like go around obstacles. It's like a 20-foot long trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But at least she doesn't have to walk.
Yeah, she's just floating along while just lounging
It's a
on her side like
She's
some
Jedi
royal.
floating.
it's a 3-foot diameter, 1 inch thick that floats 3 feet above the ground.
Okay, so cross-legged.
Yeah, she's sitting. It's like
Mhm.
if she's got good balance, she can stand.
Amazing.
Or she can lay on her stomach and just be like, "Bleh."
It's like a giant lily pad just trailing around behind you guys, a couple feet in the air.
Yes.
Exactly.
All right.
This is
I
perfect.
fixed the
This is-
problem.
This is done.
I
This
love
is
it.
happening. All right.
I'm so happy I got this as ritual.
Okay. What time are you guys leaving the door?
shortly after the other group left. I would
Great.
say because
What
we've had to
time?
have the 10.
Let's say shortly after sunup, so 7:45.
We're gonna round that to 8
Damn it.
for my brain. All right. Since you are now on a road and not going
Ooh.
through the Devil's Pass, travel is only 4 hours.
Takes 4 hours to get to Fate's Respite, huh?
Well, it'll take 8 hours to get a Fate's Respite. You have to go 1 hex, 2 hex.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I technically will still need a perception and survival roll. So someone pick a lookout and someone pick a navigator, or you guys pick someone for those 2 roles, I should say.
I will.
I am
do...
far too amused and occupied by keeping the disc operational.
lounging
Oh,
on my
in
disc.
Raleigh is takes a disadvantage at everything for 1 hour because hangover.
Ah,
I will do survival.
maybe it's a good thing I have the disc. The vomit disc 20 feet away from.
Hey.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Hot damn.
We are so
Someone do
survival.
perception.
I will do perception. Unless, of course, you
Try.
are. Oh, you got it.
Oh, that was almost the one.
Oh.
Oh. Again, distracted by the disc.
On my screen, it was almost 17.
I didn't see you roll.
It's a random number generator. There is no almost.
Yeah.
It's all an illusion.
I know, but it's fun.
We're staring through the matrix.
You gonna roll there?
Oh, am I? Oh, okay, I'll roll as well.
You said you were going to.
Well, yeah, and then I thought it was one person each, but I can do it. Hey.
You can do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, good.
You guys are making your way through the desert, and in the distance, you see what seems to be a small, like, little outcrop, like a little bump, almost like a building. Do you approach it? It's quite the ways away, like maybe a couple miles out.
A building.
Yeah, it's like a little bump in the distance.
With the
It's kinda hard to
20
see
with the
the meat.
natural 20, so 25 survival, would that pick up on anything? It would be a good. Would it? Is there any benefit to trying to look into this or not?
So it's unusual for any kind of structure to be in the middle of the desert. If anything, like getting close enough to be able to see it better isn't going to put you in danger necessarily. Like you
Let's go-
can get a better look at it from 500 feet away.
We can go.
Yeah,
look at
let's
it,
go.
I mean,
We could detour a little bit.
As we get closer, can I use that perception roll to, I don't know, not really sense
I
motive
get-
the place, but know a little
Let's
more?
put it to a vote though.
Yeah.
I vote that we go at least get closer to check it out.
Yeah, same.
To see clearer what it is. If it doesn't look like anything we want, we'll just head back.
So you're about 500 feet away from this thing, and there's like this sort of soothing wind in the breeze, and you're downwind from it, and you can smell water. And this structure, now that you're getting a little closer to it, looks like kind of a coiled, maybe a round pool with something that's kind of arches over it. Sitting on top of it, there's something moving that's blue. 500 feet.
Would we at least know if it's humanoid or not?
It waves at you.
Do I have a better understanding now what the hell this is?
This appears to be some sort of small little pool in the middle of the desert.
Which isn't.
Maybe it's an oasis?
It's a bathhouse.
Tyler, wouldn't Raleigh have told us about what you heard, or are you keeping that to yourself?
Nope, keeping that to myself.
Okay,
I'm
well
not telling
then.
you guys I'm hearing voices.
Yeah, alright.
What?
I say it looks inviting. I say we could approach with caution.
I mean, they are waving. They already spotted us.
Yeah.
We might as.
Yeah.
It seems friendly. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it seems friendly, could kill us.
What about the rest of the people?
As long as
Pukey-
they aren't, as long as they aren't too loud.
Alright.
You're no longer hungover.
Oh, okay.
Hangover only lasts like an hour.
Okay.
Alright. We got
Yeah,
we
it's
get
been 4
closer.
hours of travel. Okay. As you approach, you see that the shape of the pool appears to be like a giant coiled snake made out of sandstone, and sitting on top of it appears to be some sort of water genasi, or maybe a nymph. You're not really sure, but they do seem happy to see you.
Oh my.
Hello.
Do you guys approach?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm hanging behind and kind of hiding my arm. I don't want to cause any kind of distraction.
Oh yeah, you need to wrap that shit up.
Yeah, I don't. We don't have anything to wrap it up. I don't think. In our, I mean,
Ah.
unless of course I want to rip part of my tent, but I really don't want to do that.
Ah, there are two of me.
There's also Shalim. There's one of you.
There's definitely two of
There's
me.
two of you.
There is two.
There's 2 of you?
Yeah, there's 2 of her.
Behold.
Oh shit. Okay, hold on. I copy pasted stuff.
I
We
have
also
multiplied.
have Shalim.
It's got a mirror image.
Bear with me here. so Shalim shouldn't be
This
here.
is destiny manifesting itself.
Haha.
Now there's two
There.
of me. This is getting out of hand.
No, there are two of them.
That was the
Okay.
voice you heard all along as yourself, as an old person.
Oh,
So
no.
you see, this woman is sitting at the very top of the snake.
Wearing nothing but a wet.
She's wearing nothing
Towel.
but water.
Ah.
Hello.
Hi. You're real, right?
Yes.
Are you?
Oh, sorry. It's just been a very long time since I've seen anyone, especially anyone that can talk. Usually I just see birds or the occasional jackal.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Yeah. What kind of check can we make about what the fuck's
Can I
going
make an
on?
insight check?
Nature.
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 Or planes.
I'm rolling great.
Can I make an insight check to just get her vibe, or do I have to do nature
Sure.
for that?
Go ahead and perform a vibe check.
Do a vibe check, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the vibe check person.
Naswada, you're
Oh.
extremely familiar because, as you are a water ganassi, you recognize that this is a nymph. They are like a water dryad. They are bound to bodies of water, and this one happens to be bound to a small body of water in the middle of the desert.
Stuck. I mean,
Did anyone else roll insight?
I rolled nature.
I think it's just me for insight.
Oh,
I got
my-
a water
I'll
skin if
roll
she
it.
wants
I
to
don't-
leave.
I don't think anybody should trust my insight, but I'll try. Oh, hey.
Are you sure?
Are you
Hey.
sure? The
It's
one-
Your
Let me go.
insight is this person is nervously excited and desperate for any kind of contact.
Hi.
They're
I think she's
lonely
safe,
and
guys.
bored.
But here's the thing. I am so awful at insight most of the time that you probably shouldn't trust me ever on insight, whether or not my rolls actually have me as correct, because odds are I'm not correct.
You're a.
She kind of
you're
she kind of wipes her eyes a little bit just to make sure that she's seen.
No,
What-
we're real. How long have you been stuck here?
We don't like to use the term stuck. We prefer the term bound, rooted, but a very, very long time, actually.
Do you want to leave?
By we you mean nymphs or
In
there's
general,
more-
yes.
okay? I wasn't sure if you meant there's someone else here.
Oh, no. I mean, look at this thing. There couldn't be more than one of us here. It's not a very
so-
large body
One
of
us.
water.
So, been here a long
Um,
time. Okay, yeah, go on.
Well, I am sorry. I must be really awkward. It's been a very long time since I've talked to anyone. The only people I get to talk to are other nymphs occasionally, and they usually just communicate with me via the water, so I don't even get to see them. Yeah. Are you thirsty? Are you warm? I tell you what. Sorry, it's been a while. I need something from you before I can allow you to enter these waters, she said in a very half-rehearsed way. Let me think. Could you just tell me a story?
Sure.
I never have anything interesting to tell them.
Okay.
Sure, we can tell you a story.
She kind of lays down on the top of the snake and is listening intently.
Beautiful woman lays on snake.
We didn't bring a bard, damn.
Can I?
No,
We don't
I
need
got.
a bar.
I can do a story if none of you have something.
We're
I can tell
mercenaries.
the
We
story
literally
of-
could talk about how we met the big cat man.
Well, do you each
either-
want to do a story, or just one of you?
Do you need each of
There
us?
aren't really any rules for this sort of thing.
I'm debating
Will
whether or not to
ones-
offer to rebind her to the cask of water we have on the camel.
Can we do that?
I mean, if she wants to leave.
Yeah. Can we do that? Is
No, gosh, no, I can't leave. This is my home. I have
would
to
you
keep
like to
this
move
water
there?
safe and protected.
Wouldn't you rather see the sea?
I'm sorry, the what?
The sea.
The sea.
City of Memnon sits on it.
What's the sea?
Oh,
Is that
You
is that
mean-
another city?
think of this, but farther than
You
you
see-
can see.
You see the desert? You see
Uh-huh.
all this. Now imagine that as water.
Oh, yeah.
That's impossible. Come on. I told you to tell me a story, but this is that's silly.
Do you honestly believe I'm lying?
I don't know. I don't know what line looks like.
Or how about, did you know not
Hmm.
half a day's journey from here, but roughly, right, Tom,
Roughly.
is Death Respite.
Fate
Last
is
respite.
death
Yeah,
respite.
no.
Death respite. Oh no.
I hear all about those oasis nymphs. Ooh, look at us. We're in an oasis. It's so much bigger.
Wouldn't you rather be a nymph of an oasis that's bigger than theirs?
Or a nymph of the ocean.
Yeah. We come from a place where where water runs liberally through the city.
Tom.
Yeah.
Can I use prestidigitation to show her like a memory
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
the ocean?
Is that a performance roll?
Or I would say I would need at least minor illusion.
I'll use a spell slot for it if you want, but or,
Okay.
like, I don't know if you can do that with a cantrip, but
No.
Do you have minor illusion?
no, I'm a sorcerer. I have like 3 spells.
Oh, right. I would say prestidigitation. Yeah, you could use that as a first level spell slot, and I'll allow that.
Cool.
Spin her a yarn of what the ocean is.
So, using my magic, I basically
Just drawing in the sky.
basically paint her a picture of what this what like a memory of me at the ocean, and
The jewel.
Well, what's
You
the
know,
memory?
my family on the beach on an off day, enjoying the ocean, chasing each other around, like just having good fun at the beach. You see,
Make
it does
a-
exist. Performance check.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Ah.
So glad you had advantage.
She is enthralled with the very concept that this is even a thing. And she seems so unsure. And she asks, "And this is a dream you had, or I don't."
This is real.
No,
This
this
is a
was real.
memory,
That
I'm
was 3
guessing.
weeks ago.
This is a pond as big as the sky.
Yes.
Yes.
I came over on it.
Where were you? Over it?
Yes.
You went over it.
Well, it's a
People sail
pond.
across it.
It's a pond. There's obviously another side of it. It took many
Days of walking?
sailing.
What's a sail?
Oh.
You would have to find out if you went
Well,
there.
you see, some people cannot walk on the water, so we devise vessels
As to demonstrate,
traverse the water.
she jumps off and is walking along on the top of the water.
Yeah, you've seen wagons pass by here and whatnot. It's that on the
Yes.
water, and if you hold up a piece of cloth to the wind tries to take it away. You put a really big piece of cloth and you attach it to a wagon, you put it on the water, and the wind will actually blow this like water wagon along, and that's sailing.
It's the wisest thing you have
Water
said.
wagon.
Staring at him like,
Water wagon.
you came up with that description for a ship? No, that's internally.
No,
I'm
that's
just like,
incredible.
That's yeah. I'm legitimately impressed.
Ard, gain an inspiration.
Look, I'm
This is
intelligent,
bullshit.
not wise.
I mean, I could never have eloquently put that together as a kenku. Sorry.
You gain. I'll do it for you. You have gained an inspiration for
Thank
that.
you.
And she goes, "That's amazing. How far away is all this?"
Several days travel
or
north.
weeks travel.
I could never survive that.
What do you mean?
Just need to be bound to some water?
What do you mean? How could you do that? I was bound to this water when I was created.
Oh.
Is there a way to transfer?
Can I make a knowledge arcana to see if it's possible to rebind nymphs?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Oh, finally.
Hey.
So, your understanding is that the way dryads and nymphs are bound to a location is similar to how entities are bound to planes. It can be magically altered. It would have to be rather powerful magic.
We couldn't do that right now.
It's doable, maybe not right now, though. You would need like a spell of planar binding, or perhaps you could try to come up with such a spell, but you would need a base for that. Like you would need a scroll of planar binding, and then work your way down from that.
Okay.
Okay.
We, unfortunately, I don't think we can do that, right? Is it even possible?
It's possible, but we would need a lot of magic.
I see. Well,
Yeah, 5th level spell.
what can I offer you? And you see her dive into the water.
I get thinking. It's gonna take a lot of studying
Ah!
to learn that.
She reappears, and in her hand are two rather large gemstones.
Oh,
I know that you do these things. Maybe you can get it. Maybe you can get it from trading with them. A way for me to see the ocean, or did you call it the sea?
see.
Both.
Both.
Both. Wait, there's two different kinds?
It's the same thing, different names.
Oh.
Geography buffs would disagree.
Geography buffs aren't here right now.
Nerds.
So, who would like the sapphire and who would like the topaz?
I'll take the sapphire.
I'll take the topaz.
Hat.
All right.
I'm gonna stick it in my staff.
You could, or you could sell it because it's worth 500 gold.
I mean, I can take it out of the staff at any time.
All right.
Can you put our inventory?
Yep, I put it in Scrox's inventory, and then you wanted the sapphire?
Yeah.
Ba-boom.
Thank you.
I wish there was more than I could do.
No, we will try to find something
Jeez.
for you. It may take a little bit of time, though.
May take
Can I
some
mark
study.
this location on our map so we know how to get here later?
Yeah.
Hmm.
May take some studies.
Put a waypoint on the HUD.
Yep,
Mhm.
I'll put it on there after this session.
I hit P on my keyboard.
Put like a big curled snake. Well,
What
no.
are the coordinates?
Oh my
Ooh.
god. She kind of flows back up onto the back of the snake and she says, "Look like you've been traveling in the hot desert for some time. Please rest in the waters."
I would see why we couldn't.
We greatly appreciate it.
And so yeah, I'll
Yeah.
strip down and go in the water.
Oh gosh.
Oh my.
Oh
Nope.
my.
I'm going over here. We're just gonna go over here and
Splash, splash.
we're gonna put the feet in.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my feet in right here.
Try not to give into the primal bird bath urge.
Primal bird bath urge.
Make
Yeah, what about it?
Make a constant a
Will save.
will save, yeah.
Okay, here we go. It's a wisdom save.
So, as each of you enter
Yes.
the water, if you weren't at full HP,
Just a steaming.
you heal for 2d8 HP. Not that you
Art is
Need
surrounded
to.
by naked women.
Oh my.
you lose 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh.
You have none. And you can gain 1 spell slot back of any level.
Damn it.
Hey.
I'm full on everything.
Yeah. I mean, this was it's a good place to mark on your map.
We'll call this Fate's Respite.
And
No,
she says, "So tell me about the city."
Ooh.
Okay. I think we would just go into
Well,
tales and stories of our misadventures and descriptions of the city.
Yeah, we'll let the charismatic in Raleigh go, well, it's the crown
it's-
jewel of the sea. and
Mhm.
Blah, 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 blah. There are
There's so many
So
people and different
even like
Different
djinns of great
Genasi
magic.
and there's magic and buildings that are bigger than this pond and it's right on the sea.
There are bathtubs bigger than this pond.
There are bathtubs bigger than this pond.
So you built the city on the sea?
We built the city on rock and roll,
Next
baby.
to it.
What's rock and roll?
I'm sorry.
We don't have a bard. We can't
We
show
built it
rock
on
and
the edge
roll.
of the sea.
And Raleigh spins a tale about what the hell rock and roll is.
It's when you find a hill and you roll a rock down it, and you compete to see who's this rounder.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very big sport, especially in the farming communities.
She's anything you say, sarcastic or otherwise, she's just nodding like wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, like, "Wow, that's incredible." Like you could tell her that there's giant flying turtles that swoop in and
There are
We
spend
don't.
life.
We do not.
There are
do
giant flying
exagger-
turtles, as a matter
Nope.
of fact.
Nope,
No.
we don't want to teach her about dragon turtles
Why not?
because we don't know what they are.
So, if there's the sea and the city is so amazing, why you here?
Well,
We're
we're traveling
Work.
further east of here.
East. Wait, work?
We're being paid to look for something. Retrieve something for someone.
Oh?
Yes.
We're looking for a bird.
Well, I mean, you have one.
A very particular bird.
Well, from what I've heard, he's very particular.
You know what? That's true.
I interject. Crested rift glimmer. In the exact same voice that
Bless
yeah.
you.
that what's his name? That Yusuf.
Yeah,
used.
Yusuf
I
al-Akraba.
I imitated Yusuf in the name.
Rested Rift Glimmer.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but I hope you find it
Me
for this
Yes.
job.
We
I
do
guess.
well.
Do it. I mean, I'm bound to. Are you bound to this Yusuf?
In a way, yes.
In a way.
In a cynical tone, I go, the mortals are bound to money.
Ah, like the traders.
Yes.
I see.
Mortals live and breathe by it.
Maybe they just haven't seen water.
And Riley splashes art.
Whoa!
Wow.
You're not close enough.
Yeah.
Or rather, Zaya's not close enough.
Yeah. No, I know. Oh.
Hey, you're
I
you're-
thought. Oh,
The
okay.
shield.
Hey, your wooden shield
Shield.
arm is not gonna like
Shield can't
start
protect you from here.
Your shield's not gonna like start sprouting roots now that it come into contact with water, is it?
It doesn't appear to.
I hope not.
You're gonna be like that one guy from Fallout 3, the talking tree.
Oh God.
Ugh.
Hey, I do have a quick question. With my nature check that I got earlier of 23, would I know if the nymphs, if it matters if it's fresh or salt water?
There are nymphs of swamp waters. There are nymphs in the ocean. There are nymphs in geysers. They can appear pretty much anywhere that there is a natural body of water.
Damn it! I'm the nymph of the bathtub.
You also note that nymphs can be incredibly powerful and dangerous if they want to be. They are capable of blinding people just by people looking at them if they stare.
So I'm glad we're friendly.
Yeah. This would have been a
Very different
unfortunate set
encounter.
of circumstances. A very different encounter otherwise.
Nah, we.
Us in an alternate reality walking up here, Tom just blinding all of us, and now we have to wander across the desert blind.
Yep.
I mean, she's essentially in a sensory deprivation chamber.
Yeah.
Tom, can I try
I feel pity
something?
for her.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try something?
Sure.
If I splash myself with water, does the shield block it before it goes to my face?
Nope. Not at all.
Okay. Just wanted to try.
Does her arm float?
Yes, it's made of wood and bone.
In case of a water landing,
I
you will
have-
be used as a flotation
I
device.
have a flotation device.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I guess we'll continue to like appease her and describe like the city
Just-
before,
Yeah. I just
Begin
keep
it
telling her
before
about the
getting-
city and
before getting ready to move on.
I think
Okay.
we're there for probably like an hour or so, and then we get up and go.
All right.
I feel wonderful.
refreshed.
Thank you for letting us be part of to allow access to.
No,
Your
thank
water.
you. This has been the best day in a long, long time.
Oh,
We
I
will
hope
try
we
to
get
make it
see
back.
this ocean.
Mhm.
we will try.
She waves at all of you.
Bye bye.
Hi. Note to self: we have to come back here at the.
Mhm.
Note to self: protect.
Must protect,
Protect.
precious desert cinnamon roll.
Yes.
Precious.
Basically. Can you? Did you mark it on this map?
I will once
You will later.
after we move the.
Are
Mhm.
you just gonna get like a Cinnabon?
I might just find a
Cinnabon.
cinnamon roll. I mean, any icon that you guys want to use. This is your map, so you find an icon you want to use for this, and I'll put it in there if everyone agrees. But, business, moving to the next location will still require a survival and a a perception.
Oh.
Should we call it after making these checks?
Yeah, I think we're getting pretty close.
Come on, baby. Hey!
All right. Given that you are on a road, a very well-traveled road,
I see Rowan.
heading towards Fate's Respite, navigation only gets easier and easier as you get close to the city.
Yay.
And you make your way toward the famed resting point at the very entrance of the desert.
Yay.
And that is where we'll leave it off. Actually, we'll have next session be a fresh, like, entering Fate's Respite.